Welcome back to the second episode of the Relentless 9 podcast. I'm here with, obviously, Eddie,
Hello, guys.
and I'm here with Chelsea's champion, Sofyan Filali.
It's nice to meet you guys. Thank you for bringing me down today. Appreciate the invite.
So, obviously, all the awards we have here, where did it all start?
The journey where it started. So, obviously, it starts from me losing my leg when I was 10 years old due to cancer. The journey pretty much starts from there, really, because when one door shuts, many other doors start opening up. So, I always wanted to play football. From the moment my leg was amputated, I told the doctors, will I be able to play football again? That was always my first question because football's my life. Football's my hobby.
Same.
It's everything. So I just wanted to get back playing football. First couple of years, I was a bit demotivated, sitting at home playing PlayStation. COVID obviously hit after, but then I discovered amputee football with Arsenal in the community. So this was when I was 14 years old, and I just discovered it online, and it was brilliant to be able to meet other amputees like myself, and to play football with them, and it just kickstarted from there really. 14 years old, made my amputee football debut for Arsenal in the league. Moved over to Chelsea when I was 15, due to Arsenal having to drop out of the league due to lack of funding. So obviously, with amputee football, there's not many teams due to lack of funding and lack of the community not really funding the teams. So that's one of the problems in amputee football. We have to self-fund ourselves as players, where travel, accommodation, etc. So we're doing it really for the love of the game, really.
Yeah.
The FA doesn't really support us, but we love football, and we're quite talented. So I also joined the England national team setup when I was 15, 16. And now in present day I'm 18, still playing for Chelsea, having won the Man of the Match award in last year's FA Cup.
Well done.
At St George's Park, and we've got another one coming up in 2 weeks' time. So hopefully we could retain our trophy and win back to back. So yeah, it's been a crazy last few years, especially last year. Before last year, we never had a win. So in my first season for Chelsea, we would just get battered, left, right, and centre. We were getting battered. We're a new team, so Chelsea was a new team and it was a new setup. But we really have developed so far. Like now we're the best team in the league. We've won the league already this year with 3 games to go.
Oh, wow.
And we've got an FA Cup final, St George's Park. The venue, it's a big atmosphere, live on TNT Sports. So I'm buzzing for it, and I hope we can retain our trophy once again. So yeah, that's a journey in short for you.
It's a long journey, but
yeah.
a good journey at the same time.
Yeah, I think that's obviously a really long journey
Yeah.
because, it may sound, obviously, you've done so much, but across the whole time, that's something really impressive.
Yeah.
What's it like to obviously be playing in the final, obviously live on TNT Sports?
Yeah.
What's that like, building up that sort of motivation and that courage to try and get through the final?
Yeah. I think it's a surreal experience. I mean, the atmosphere alone, where you're at St George's Park, which is the venue, live on TNT Sports, this being the only live covered game in England. So there's no other game where you can see live streamed online. So I think this is a huge opportunity for us to showcase amputee football and to really give it our all. Last year, we were missing the England national team players that were selected for the Nations League. So the standard wasn't as good as it could have been. But this year, it's going to be a tough final, I have to say. Some brilliant players on opposition team. Our team's got a strong team. But yeah, it's really, 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 really big occasion, obviously, for us amputees. An FA Cup final, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. And obviously, we won it last year for the first time in our history. And hopefully we can win it again back to back. It will be brilliant. Maybe another Man of the Match awards. You never know. Have to pull off another good
I think we're
performance.
open for that one as well.
Yeah, man.
I
it'll
think
be
we'll
brilliant.
definitely all be watching that.
Yeah,
I'll definitely watch it.
that's
100%.
brilliant, man. Yeah. Not with that Spurs top on, eh?
I've got to.
Nah, because knowing you, obviously you're an Arsenal fan
Yeah.
and you're putting on the Chelsea shirt.
You know what it is? I think I would never wear a Spurs top, let's be honest. But the thing is with Chelsea, the setup there, the people there, it's a nice environment to be in. And obviously Arsenal let me down, with dropping out of the league and lack of funding. And Arsenal and the community wanted to stop amputee football because they said they couldn't fund us anymore. One of the most prestigious clubs in the world, big club,
What go
Arsenal,
that for?
the biggest club in London. Let's be honest.
Let's talk
Hey,
about Europe.
we're talking about
Let's
Europe.
talk
We'll
about
get
Europe.
into that. We'll get
Yeah,
into that.
but realistically, I think it's just poor, and obviously I
Mhm.
had to leave Arsenal because they stopped it, and then Chelsea was the only other London-based club doing amputee football, and it's been brilliant, my journey at Chelsea, and I think the coaches there, the staff, the people, the environment, my teammates, I've never had such a brilliant experience. It's a family.
Mhm.
It is definitely family. I've seen some of the coaches, the likes of, obviously, I don't know if he's a main coach, but Jordan Clark.
Yeah, top
Yeah.
man, yeah, he's top. Jordan, he works close with us, close with me as well. We've got Jordan and my coach Roy as well. We've got Ellie. Brilliant staff. They're wonderful people as well. So tactically knowledgeable. They understand the game well. And if you look at from where we've started to where we are now, the progress we've made, we couldn't have done it without our coaches and the brilliant staff there, who work so tirelessly and effortlessly for us. So yeah, I think couldn't do it without the staff.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think staff is obviously a big thing in any game that you play,
Yeah, definitely.
because they're always the ones sort of working behind the scenes.
100%. I mean, in amputee football, in the England national team setup, everyone's a volunteer there, all the staff. So they don't get paid to do
Yeah, they
this.
don't
They
get
they
paid
do
for
it,
it, of course.
because for the love of the game, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's one of the main issues really in amputee football, though, like funding and stuff like that. We don't get paid. We don't get our expenses covered. The staff as well, the volunteers. But
Mm.
yeah, I think that's for the love of the game. I think amputee football can progress, though. I think you
100%.
never know who could be watching a cup final. Who could have a big name, a big person watching the final, saying, you know what, I want to invest in this. I want to give them some money. I want to make amputee football look better and appeal to everyone, because amputee football is quite good. The standard and everything like that. I think it's just a matter of trying to get out there and get out to the right people. You look at Poland, Turkey, they get paid there. They have Poland have Lewandowski as an ambassador for amputee football. Here we don't have anything. We have to rely on ourselves. So,
Yeah, that's something that needs to change, though.
100%.
Yeah, it needs to be put out there more.
100%.
Not just one big game being put
Definitely.
on TV.
Yeah,
I think it should be all the time.
100%. I mean, all the Polish and Turkish games get streamed live, commentators and everything. Huge cup finals. I mean, the last World Cup final, I think, where Turkey played in, there was about 60,000 fans in the stadium watching amputee football go mental. Like,
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
how
we
it
don't-
should be, though.
exactly,
Should
we don't
be
have
that
that in
everywhere,
England.
though,
I mean,
isn't it? Should be.
standard of amputee football is so high and there's so much talent there, but we just haven't been, portrayed to the world, really. But yeah.
Talking about the standard of amputee football, your assist in the final.
Yeah.
What an assist. Running down the right wing,
Yeah.
passing it over. What was that like? What was going through your head in that moment?
You know what it is? I just let the ball do the talking. I know my ability. I trust in my ability and capabilities. Almost move this. And I think it was a nice experience. But the best experience, I think, was when they called my name out on a loudspeaker, saying, "You're man of the match for today." And they were like, "Number 3 for Chelsea, Sofyan Filali." And I was just like, "Wow, that's such a brilliant experience." Had my friends there, family, etc.
That's good. That's great.
But yeah, the assist is just standard procedure for me, isn't it?
Standard.
But
We know what you're capable
you
of.
know what it is. Yeah. But you know what it is. I was just shocked I didn't score. Really, should have scored, especially at the end. I had a chip at the end.
Yeah.
After being awarded the man of the match award already, last kicks of the game. Was through on goal, scooped the keeper with a chip, just rolled past the post. I was like, oh man, that would have been the
That would
cherry on top, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Being able to finish it perfectly, making that 3-0. Well, obviously, a nice clean sheet as well.
Yeah, it was really good from the boys. It was a team effort, really. Couldn't do without the rest of the team. I mean, it's not a one-man team, is it?
It's
Yeah.
really not.
No,
Yeah.
of course not. Nothing's a one-man team.
100%, yeah. But I think, the cup final, man, it was surreal. I think my assist was quite nice. I think
It
the little
was.
Trevella ball in. If he missed that, though, he had to
could've been
score that.
different.
Couldn't have been easier for him. It was a good finish, though, to be fair, from my teammate. But yeah, I think cup. Just looking forward to the next one. Got 2 weeks. 2 weeks time, we got a cup final again. Hopefully, I'll score again this time
Hopefully.
instead. Not again this time. Hopefully, I'll
Yeah.
score, and hopefully, we win again. Hopefully, a big result. But yeah, just want the team to win. Honestly, I think we all deserve it. We work so hard, effortlessly. So yeah,
What's it like? Do you get nervous before the final? Was you nervous last time?
nah, I don't feel the pressure. Pressure fills
No
me.
pressure. That's
I think the occasion's a big occasion, but it's like any other football game. We play because we love the sport. We play for the love of the game. So I think pressure is what is pressure?
That's true.
You tell me
You could
what's
say
pressure.
that.
Yeah.
You could say that.
Yeah, so I don't feel the pressure if I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing when you don't feel the pressure and you
Yeah.
just know, what's in the back of your mind and you want to reach the end goal and obviously winning final back to
100%.
back.
Yeah,
You want that feeling.
you want to win in football, 100%. Especially with where the team is at now. My only aim and only thing on my mind is to win. I don't care if we win over 1 goal, if we get a dodgy win, if we score a deflected goal, if it's
As
a
long as you
cagey
win,
game, as
that
long as
goal
you get,
means something.
as long as you win,
Mhm.
I think that's the aim. I always want to be my best. I always want the team to do their best, and I want to win. At the end of the day, I think that's what we all want in football and in all kind of sports. So yeah,
Yeah, I think, especially in football as well, it's probably one of the most team games as well. There's a lot of communication on the pitch as well. What's your sort of role on the pitch? And,
My-
leading up to the game, are you the one more vocal?
I think I'm quite a vocal player. Yeah, I'll demand the ball. Demand a lot from my teammates. Obviously, I'm one of the youngest players in my team though, so I've got more experienced players trying to organize things and everything. But really, I just want to let the ball do the talking when it comes to me. I see myself as quite a playmaker. I like to make things happen. I like to take my man on. I like to score goals. I'm a top goal scorer for Chelsea this season, and I think in the league as well. So I got a knack for goals, and hopefully I can score a couple in the cup final. And as long as we win, even if I don't score, last year I didn't score, but the feeling was great. Like
Always that feeling to win.
assisted that goal, won the penalty for our goal as well. Man of the match performance, winning it for Chelsea, for my club, just brilliant
That winning feeling is
experience.
just so much better.
100%. And
Mm.
obviously I had friends and family there watching as well. St. George's Park, it's on TNT Sports, you got friends, family watching from home as well. So it's just a brilliant
Did
experience.
anything change because like you hear it's on TNT? Do you like anything change in your mind? Like it's a bigger game that it's being shown by.
Yeah, I think I just know that this is a once in a year opportunity to showcase what we've got and to win really. I think last year was a brilliant experience. It was my first one obviously, so I didn't know what to expect. Didn't know what the pitch would be like, didn't know what everything would be like. The cameras on me. I think after winning the game, we won the game obviously 2-0. I got man of the match, so I had cameras just chasing after me. It just felt really weird.
Yeah, you just
Cameras came at me. I gave a little wink to the camera because I just that what I'm meant to do, like something I haven't had an experience of before. So yeah, it was a crazy experience, and hopefully the same again this year. The same outcome would be lovely. So yeah,
It would be a lovely experience because, you, as I said earlier, you want that feeling. You want
Yeah.
to go back to back, and it's going to be such a big moment.
100%.
Was I right in saying that, you presented that at Stamford Bridge as well?
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, your knowledge on this.
Yeah.
You must have been stalking me, eh?
Don't know.
Don't know. All right, so yeah, just Stamford Bridge. That was brilliant as well. Obviously, I'm an Arsenal fan, but it was such a nice experience. Got given tickets to a game at Chelsea, and before the game, we were able to present our trophies and awards to the fans. It was a really nice experience, to be fair. Just knowing that we got some appreciation there for our awards and our trophy won. I really loved it, to be fair. It was nice to be there. I think it was a pre-season game actually. Chelsea versus I think Bayer Leverkusen. It was a good game as well. Esteval done well in that game. I think, but that was Esteval's first game at Stamford Bridge. If I'm
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
yeah, and he lit up the pitch. Plays a bit like me, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. Always lighting up the pitch.
Yeah,
always
so,
having a bit of flair to your game.
Yeah, I think it was a really nice experience, and if we can win it again, maybe we'll get the same outcome. Stamford Bridge again, potentially. Stadium isn't as good as Arsenal, is it? The Emirates, but it would do. It would do.
Oh, I mean, I'd prefer to do it at Stamford Bridge, knowing obviously that we're both Tottenham fans.
Tottenham fans,
I mean, you lot obviously won the league as well. So
Yeah, I mean,
were you?
guys should have been relegated. I don't think
This
West
is the
Ham
problem.
deserve
It's
it.
what I'm hearing a lot. We should have, but we didn't. So I'm not too fussed.
Yeah, we just
You
got.
reckon it'll
Obviously, I don't like the performance that Spurs played. Obviously, like it was horrible the whole season.
Yeah. Do
It
you
was
reckon you'll make a comeback this season, next season?
I mean, by the signings it looks like we're making, our manager
Yeah.
does look like. I know it isn't big
Obviously.
signings. Like we're signing Robertson.
Yeah.
He's getting on a bit,
A
but
decent signing on a free
it's experience though,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
Both of them were experienced players,
100%. Yeah.
and we just got to back the manager this year, hopefully.
Yeah, but I've just read that obviously Vuskovic looks like he's going Brighton for 30
£30
million.
million pounds,
Yeah,
even though he
Yeah,
won
like-
4 man of the matches last season.
it's ridiculous. Like we should be investing in those sort of young players.
Yeah.
Something
That's
Tottenham
it.
do though, innit?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Yeah.
either selling young players or loaning them out, and then just they go on to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
Vuskovic is probably one that'll end up at like Real Madrid one day.
You reckon?
Yeah, you can see it already.
I don't know. You never know. That's football. Look at these crazy numbers. 30 million. I mean, give me 30 million, innit? Like that.
Yeah, I think you're worth
See,
like 30 million and more. than
Man
that.
City are trying to sign Anderson from Nottingham Forest. They rejected 100,
Yeah, Elliot Anderson. Yeah.
Yeah.
The money is crazy. I mean,
120 million. They rejected.
see, this is the thing. Look at the money in mainstream football.
Yeah,
You're telling me the FA can't fund amputee football
for even a little bit.
even a
not
little bit. Like,
yeah,
there's no funding there.
just to fund your travel maybe, or
Exactly, to fund our travel, our expenses. Like,
Mhm.
at least to fund that. Like, I'm
Mhm.
not saying we have to get paid or
No,
whatever.
of course not.
But I mean, look how good we are. The standard, the occasions. I mean, St George's Park in 2 weeks' time,
Yeah,
cup final.
one of the
I've had to
biggest
pay.
stages.
Exactly, I've had to pay for my own hotel accommodation, travel.
And you received nothing back for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing. I think.
And you got
But one
paid.
thing I will say, I really do appreciate what Chelsea do for us. I think it's the best setup in amputee football.
Mhm.
We train at not St George's Park. We train at Cobham. Yeah.
Yeah.
We train there. The staff are brilliant. And they're just brilliant there. To be fair, at Chelsea, I think it's the best setup in amputee football in England. Obviously, it all can be better, but we really do appreciate what they do for us there.
That's good. Yeah, they're trying.
Yeah,
with what
provide
they've
us with
got,
obviously
yeah.
the kit, training kits, etc. So yeah, and we've had opportunities with filming in that last year for the cup final. We had Joe Cole and we had Wayne Bridge as well. Come with us, play football with us. Pedro Neto was there as well.
But that was a good
Maresca.
experience, Yeah.
They came and spoke to us and watched us play. Yeah, and it was really nice. I mean, Joe Cole and Wayne Bridge, they were both like, oh, he's a brilliant player. They were telling their kids about me.
Yeah.
Such a nice experience. They both follow me on Instagram as well and
Oh,
everything.
that's really good. Yeah, that's
I
really
think
good.
it's really nice, but I think more can be done. I think we should receive more support in a way where we don't have to fund ourselves.
Mhm.
And I'm 18 years old. I'm young. I'm still studying in college, etc. Having to fund my own football journey. Which is a shame, but
You just
Yeah,
put that aside and be like, yes,
Yeah.
football.
I mean, yeah.
Football, but
It is difficult.
yeah, you look at how far you've come as well, and it just shows the standard of amputee football of what
Yeah.
it should be compared to what the funders out there should be looking at as well.
Yeah, defo. Yeah.
I think obviously there's many ways that you can apply for funding, but I feel like that should be more accessible.
Yeah, 100% should be more accessible. Me personally, I'm trying to look for sponsors as well to sponsor myself as a player. One person has helped me. He owns his own brand, Jonan, called Gym Swoop, which is an inclusive brand that he's trying to develop, and he's started recently. So he's been helping me out, trying to get me opportunities, like this today, here talking about my own experiences. And he's got his brand Gym Swoop, where he's trying to do adaptive clothing and for adaptive athletes, which is brilliant. Don't think there's many things like that out there,
It's not.
No.
but I think we need more support. Obviously I'm looking for sponsors to help fund me as a player. There's a
Mhm.
World Cup coming up for England in Mexico in November, and hopefully I could be selected for that by the manager. But it's hard, it's hard to be committed and to stay committed with having to self-fund
Fair fund, yeah.
going up. So this weekend I'm going up for England camp as well, Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, I think that's
You
really
just want that little bit of
important.
help. That little bit of
Yeah,
help will make you
100%,
feel better.
100%. Yeah,
Obviously,
definitely.
there's not much you can do as a
Yeah,
player
and
because you want
yeah,
people to watch and think, yeah, let's fund these lot
yeah,
because they're
100%,
doing something.
100%. But I've been fortunate enough to have some recent opportunities pop up, ITV as well. You'll see me on TV for the World Cup for the adverts.
Yeah. What was that like though?
It was a brilliant experience, but I still do think more can be done. As an amputee footballer, as a disabled athlete, I think we need more recognition and more appreciation. I think I probably would have not got paid a tenth of what the other people got paid, like Gary Lineker and all that. He was in it for about 1 second of one of the adverts, and I was
you
in
were
it
in
for a
it for
good
longer.
5-6
Yeah.
seconds,
And
ending the
you
advert
got
off.
paid, like-
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's ridiculous sometimes, isn't it?
yeah, it is. But I think there's such a huge gap between a mainstream sports and football, disabled and inclusive football, like amputee football. I think there's such a big gap, and I think we just need a little push, a little kickstart, a little something to help support us. Because the standard's good, and we work so hard to be where we're at. When if you look at my own journey myself, I've worked so hard to get to where I am now.
You just want that little bit of support to show you.
I've only been playing amputee football for 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
You see how far I've come from when I started, when I came in. It's a big
You
difference.
just want that little bit of support, don't you? Because
Yeah.
you show all the hard work you have put in.
Yeah, and I think
There
we
is someone
deserve
out
it.
there watching it, looking
100%.
like, yeah.
And I think we deserve it. And I think us disabled athletes, we get taken advantage of.
100%.
Because people will see us as someone with a disability, they'll think they don't really need to support us and give us that kind of
Mhm.
support financially or stuff like that to support us. I think it is a big problem. I think it is definitely a big problem that needs to be tackled. Disability sports really need more coverage and more support, and I think it's so easy for someone to step in and say, look, I want to help amputee football. I want to help this disabled sport, and I want to make adaptive and disabled athletes, up there. But yeah.
Yeah, because there's so many different ways that obviously other people can help,
Yeah.
but it's just like they don't want to kind of get involved into it as
Yeah.
much.
I think, there's people can talk, but I think action speaks louder than words
Yeah,
always.
of course, 100%.
Someone takes action to help amputee football get out there more. That'll be brilliant, like all you need is one athlete to help us, one professional footballer, one ex-professional footballer to say, look, there's amputee football here. Why can't we do something about it?
Mhm.
I mean, you look over the years, the last few years, look at women's football, for example. Ian Wright and other ex-professional footballers, current professional footballers, they helped women's football get up there. I mean, you're looking at the Emirates Stadium for the WSL games,
Yeah.
and the stadium's getting packed.
Yeah.
The full stadium, 60,000 fans in a women's game. So that's progressed so quickly. So why can't disabled sports and adaptive athletes get that now as well? I think it's time for us to start getting a chance to showcase what we can do. I mean, we got the cup final on TNT Sports, but
That's not enough.
it's
Like,
not enough. And I mean, people watching from home have to pay a subscription to watch it. Why is that? I mean, when I get home after my cup final, I'll have to pay for a subscription to watch back my game. I'm in the game.
Yeah, it should be shown.
It's bizarre.
It is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Like,
think
it should be shown on more platforms as well, not only just TNT Sport.
100%.
YouTube.
100%.
Yeah.
There's loads of platforms that it can be shown on.
100%. And I think last year's coverage was good, but it wasn't enough,
It wasn't.
There always can be more. I mean, the video of my assist in a cup final got, I think, a couple million views.
Yeah, it did.
Few million views over all platforms.
Surely there was someone there looking
Yeah.
like, oh, I can support this, but
100%. I'm
they
sure
need
there's
to prove
people,
that they can.
I'm sure there's people interested in it. Got my own TikTok, One Leg Merchant, obviously, where I post some stuff with my day-to-day life and football journey and stuff like that. But I don't post regularly enough because I just think, what's the point? I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting supported.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's tough. It's tough in that way.
It is
Yeah.
tough, especially having a disability nowadays and trying to get into sports and other activities.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
really not easy.
It's really not at all. I mean, amputee football has been a brilliant pathway for me. I've been able to showcase what I can do. However, there's not enough support where I just feel you have to do everything by yourself, really. It's quite sad, really, because there's so much talent to display. I know my ability, I know my talent, I know what I can do. I mean, I play football maybe 3-4 times a week with able-bodied people, footy addicts, play in different places, with my friends, and I'm better than most of them, 90% of them. And I know what I can do, but and then people will see me and be like, wow, they're shocked. They're like, oh, I'll step onto a football pitch and maybe no one's seen me play before, and people might think, how's he gonna play? But then I show them what I can do, and they're like, oh wow. But I don't think it should be a surprise to people. I think people should be able
Just
to
act normal.
it should be accessible to see how good we are and what we can do, because we are talented and we know what we can do. But yeah, I think that's really it.
Yeah, having a disability shouldn't make you feel any different,
Yeah, definitely.
and that's what people see. They always judge a book by its cover.
100%. That's one of the main things, judging a book by its cover. I think a lot of people do that. I mean, they'll take one look at you. Look, I've got one leg, missing a leg. They wouldn't think I could play football unless they know me. But then they see me on the pitch and they're like, wow, like, how's he done that? He could beat me 1v1. He could shoot harder than me. He could do this, he could do that. But yeah, I think it's that accessibility once again, really.
Yeah, seeing some of your other goals as well. Like, I think people need to watch it them,
Yeah,
because wow, I've seen some goals.
I think my goal catalogue is quite good, to be fair.
It is.
Scored a couple from the halfway line. Scored some nice top bins, volleys, everything. But yeah, if I could score a good goal live on TNT Sports in the cup final, that would be something. It would be nice. Would be a brilliant experience. I mean, I don't know if you know, but an amputee footballer won the Puskas Award in Poland.
Yeah.
Polish amputee footballer, because he scored a goal live on TV. So imagine me scoring a belter live on TV on TNT Sports.
In the FA Cup.
You never know.
Yeah.
Puskas Awards, you never know. You never know who's watching, man. That's the thing. You never know who's watching.
Surprise who can be
100%,
watching something.
100%. You never know who's watching. And I think that Polish player winning the Puskas Award was huge for amputee football, especially in Poland. It's huge now. Poland, Turkey, these countries are so far above England. And I think it's really poor. In a pecking order, like, we're down here. Poland, Turkey, Spain, they're
I
up
want
here.
England to just get up there, not straight away, because it never
100%.
happens. Nothing happens
Yeah.
straight away. You just want them to get up there.
Yeah, because there's a lot of investment in, even other sports, not even football, there's other sports out there that people are investing into. Why can't they just do that with amputee football?
See, that's the problem, I think.
The FA as well should be stepping up, and obviously it's being shown on TNT Sport.
Yeah, the FA should really support us.
Yeah.
I think it's bizarre how they don't, and how we have to self-fund and everyone's a volunteer. I think it's just crazy. I mean, you'll be watching a final, won't you, on the 27th? So
Yeah, I'll be there.
you'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be
You'll be
there.
there. You'll see the quality, and I think people just watch that game and see the quality. And I think people just watch that game and see the quality that we have on display. I just think, wow, things should change, But all it takes is one little thing, I think.
Yeah, one little
You
thing.
never know if
The next day you could be like,
Yeah.
oh, look, guys,
even
I
if
don't
it's
know.
not me, but if
Mhm.
one of my teammates score an absolute banger live on TNT Sports, and it goes out there on social media and gets millions and millions of views, and the right person sees that, then that's a
Your
job
life can
done,
change,
That's
yeah.
something that can change, It can
Mhm.
change amputee football. So I think this cup final is so crucial, and I think, me being able to talk about it today is such a privilege, to be able to talk to you guys about it, for some people to learn about it and to understand that we've got this coming up and we have these opportunities. We just need to get out there more, and it needs to be more accessible. But yeah.
Yeah. Moving on to obviously more positive things.
Yeah.
Obviously, what's your training schedule like? Obviously, because we can see obviously the quality on the pitch. Do you train by yourself most of the times, or is it more of a thing where you go down to Cobham and train there?
Yeah, so Cobham, we train there on a Sunday for a couple of hours. I also still train with Arsenal, actually. Arsenal in the community.
Mhm.
Arsenal amputees on a Monday, 5 to 7.
Wow.
So you see what I mean? Like, Arsenal are still running training sessions for amputee footballers, and you could bring your friends, have a kick about, play 7-a-side, 8-a-side matches. which is really nice. I love it on a Monday. It's a brilliant session. But it's so sad that Arsenal in the community, they can't fund Arsenal to actually compete in the league. And it's just crazy because right now in the league, there's only 4 teams. And like, why is that? Because I'm sure there's loads of clubs that have the funding to be able to support disability sports. And amputee football is brilliant. The standard is incredible. So it was really sad because I only played amputee football with Arsenal for maybe less than a year before they decided, we can't fund you guys anymore and take you up to Crewe where we usually play, which is the home of amputee football, where we play all our league fixtures. It was really sad because Arsenal Football Club, they're making billions and billions, and they can't put anything into
especially just winning the Premier League. The money that they've got now,
100%.
Surely they can put, like
even
0.1%.
Yeah,
0.1% of that.
They're going to put a little bit of that
football.
money towards the academy, definitely.
Yeah, like
And the younger lot, I don't know.
100%. And I think it's really sad.
Mm.
But I'm glad the way Chelsea is going, though. I think Chelsea's only going up, and I think it's the best setup in amputee football at the moment in England. So I really love it at Chelsea. I love it there. The staff are brilliant. The players, my teammates. It's a family there, Amputee football as a whole is a family. But yeah, I think training. Yeah, going back to training sessions that you was on about. Sundays for Chelsea. Mondays I do Arsenal, and then throughout the week I'll do footy addicts, like 9-a-side, football 8-a-side with my friends. So I'm playing football about 5 times a week, let's say. No, it's what I love. It's football.
It's what you do, isn't it?
Yeah, it's what I
If
do.
you love it, you're going to commit to it, aren't you?
100%. I love to just get loads of game action, 9-a-side football matches with able-bodied players, footy addicts, with my friends as well. And then obviously the 2 amputee football sessions weekly on a Monday and a Sunday. So as much football as possible. I've got this weekend, I've got England camp coming up, obviously, where we train throughout the whole weekend, fitness testing. That kills me. But the actual football itself, we love it. And we work hard, we really do. But yeah.
I think, playing football regularly is probably one of the best things that you can do. Obviously winning what you have, it just shows the amount of work that you put into football and how much you love it as well. I think the celebrations at the end of the final as well, one of the best celebrations. The passion behind it was absolutely phenomenal.
100%. I mean, at the end of the day, we're human beings, man. We just because we're disabled doesn't mean we can express ourselves in the same way as others. I think that's one thing that gets overlooked. Obviously, we were so happy to win that cup final. Our first time in the competition in the FA Cup final and winning it was brilliant. Like, such a nice experience, and the boys was like over the moon, bouncing up and down. And it's just incredible, really.
Just shows what you're capable of when you put your
100%.
mind to it, really.
100%, and I'm looking to do the same in 2 weeks' time. Watch out for me, Sofyan Filali.
Yep.
Yeah,
Live on
remember the
TNT
name?
Sports.
100%, remember the name. Should be a good experience. Once again, and hopefully another trophy to saviour.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man of the match.
You never know, another man of the match potentially. Yeah.
So obviously when you found out you were going to obviously have no leg or one leg.
Yeah.
What did that make you feel? Did that think, my life's going to change completely, or?
Yeah, if I'm going to be completely honest, I always loved football from before I lost my leg. So I was always quite good at football and loved playing it. So when I lost my leg, I was just, first thing on my mind was, will I ever play football again? Because football was always the priority. I didn't even ask to say, will I be able to walk again? Will I be able to play football? I just want to be able to kick a ball into the goal, do what I do best. I keep moving this.
Sorry.
Yeah, so when I lost my leg, obviously I was demotivated at first, and I was like, how am I ever going to do anything? I tried prosthetic legs, wasn't for me. I struggled with it. So now I'm always on crutches 24/7, and I'm very healthy and fit to be able to be on crutches all the time playing football. But yeah, it's just motivation factor, really. Obviously, after losing my leg, I was demotivated at first. Coronavirus hit as well, lockdown. So I was just sitting at home, playing PlayStation all day.
So what got you back into that motivation? Oh, look, I don't care. that
Yeah.
I've only got one leg, I can still play football?
Discovering amputee football was one of the main factors when I was 14. Or I started playing actually with friends and that, and just locally when I was like 12, 13. But when I found out amputee football at 14 years old, I was just like, wow, there's actually a pathway for me to go down despite my disability and despite me losing my leg. And I'm so grateful for it because it's so amazing. And my journey really kick-started from there. And to look at where I'm at now, such a huge difference.
Yeah, it's really benefited you when you think about it.
Yeah,
No,
100%.
because obviously you know what you were capable of before, but now obviously your career has just kick-started and
Yeah,
it's been
man.
amazing to
But
watch.
yeah, it's just the start. 18 years old,
Yeah.
still young and fresh.
Still got a long time to go.
Still got a long time, hopefully, man. I just want to keep going. I want to make my England caps. I want to get my England debut eventually. Hopefully in the World Cup this year. Hopefully I get selected for that. I want to win this cup final in 2 weeks' time. I want to win. I want to be at my best. I want to show everyone what I can do. Because I know what I'm capable of. And I know what I can bring to amputee football and bring to my own team. So yeah, I just want to keep going, keep pushing, work even harder. And yeah, I just want to see where my journey takes me.
Yeah, I think the attacking football that Chelsea play
Yeah.
really benefit your style of play.
Mm-hmm.
It really does, you know.
Definitely. I see myself as a hard worker on and off the ball, and I think my off the ball has gotten better as well due to the coaching staff and that tracking back and etc. Because playing on a wing in 7-a-side, right wing, left wing, which is where I play, it's 7-a-side, so you have to track up and down that wing constantly for the whole duration of the game. I mean, the cup final is 50 minutes,
Yeah.
25-minute halves. That's a standard amputee football game. So if you play internationally, that's how long the games are. So obviously 25-minute halves, 7-a-side. You got to work hard and you don't want to be slacking at any point, otherwise you'll be caught out. And I think yeah, talking about my attacking play and how we play at Chelsea. I love to attack. I love to create. I love to score goals. I like to play make. Obviously, I'm top goal scorer this season for Chelsea and last season as well. So I've always got a knack for a goal. I want to score. I've always got an eye for it. I want to create, as you saw last year, creating that assist for the cup final. Brilliant goal we scored. Winning that penalty. I think it's just about creating chances and taking the opportunity to score goals and to thrive and to create opportunities for the team, because that's what you want to do at the end of the day. I mean, you can't win the game without scoring goals, can you? Yeah.
You always want to have that vision as well,
Yeah.
on and off the pitch.
100%.
Trying to guide the team to winning success.
100%. You've always got an aim to hit, always a target. And obviously my aim is just to win again. I just want to win. I want to be the best I can possibly be. I want to have that lion mentality where I think I'm the best, I'm going to win, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to stand out once again. That's what I want to do because I know my capabilities and I know where I am at. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's such an amazing experience, obviously, because at our club, we have quite a few players, quite mixed abilities.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's a bit of advice that you would give to them to sort of really make them motivated?
I think you have to trust yourself before you can trust the rest of your team. If you don't fully trust in your own capabilities and abilities on and off the pitch, then why are you playing? I think that's where you start from. You have to have belief in yourself and trust in yourself before you can say, okay, I believe in myself now, but can I now believe in my teammates? Can I believe in the whole team? Can I believe in the coaching staff for us to succeed and for us to go on and win and to score and to win games and to win these trophies and to win awards like this? Do I truly believe in myself? I think that's what you have to think to yourself first before anything. And I think if you have that belief in yourself, you can go on and succeed and go on to be as successful as you believe you can be.
Yeah, belief is everything.
100%, 100%.
There's no belief, then you're like...
It's a mentality thing.
Mhm.
You have to have that mentality to think, I am the best, I will win, I will succeed. Because if you don't think like that, you'll be a loser for life,
Yeah,
You'll keep losing. You'll keep losing. You'll be thinking, why am I losing? Maybe it's because you're not mentally thinking that I can win. because you want to be a winner. You always want to achieve. You want to stand out. You want to show off a bit. You want to be like, look, this is who I am. I mean, I look up to my idol Cristiano Ronaldo, and I think, look at him. He's got that lion mentality where he always wants to win and always wants to be the best version of himself.
Yeah.
He's 30 something now, isn't he?
He's in his 41.
41.
He's 41, and hopefully, you know, he's got the aspiration to win this World Cup coming up for Portugal.
Yeah.
And
he's
I'm
won
really rooting
everything,
for him,
hasn't he?
100%. He's got that lion mentality, and that's something I look up to. How you can think like that I am the best and I will succeed. I think you have to in football and have to in sports, otherwise you won't succeed. No one succeeds without a bit of an ego. You need a bit of an ego to think that I can do this and I can be the best. So yeah, I think that's how I think about it. That's how I go about it.
Yeah, it's really important to just look forward and try to obviously believe in yourself. I think obviously there's
100%.
many people out there, you know, even without a disability, that think they can't make it.
Yeah.
But then obviously look at you, you know,
Yeah.
you're literally right here.
Yeah. That's what I think.
That's where mentality comes in.
Yeah, mentality comes in. I mean, anyone can succeed.
Mhm.
Put your mind to it. That's really it. Put your mind to it. Put the effort in. When no one is watching, when people are watching, you always put the effort in. And just be the best version of yourself, because you can't say, oh, I'm going to be like this player. No, be the best version of yourself, because if you can be as good as you can be, then you're doing the best thing possible. If you try to say, oh, I want to play like this player, I want to be like him, I want to do this, I want to dribble like Messi, I want to shoot like Ronaldo. No, I want to shoot the best way I can. I want to dribble the best way I can. I want to succeed the best way I can, because you're only as good as you tell yourself you are.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's about, you know, your progress.
100%.
And the way your mindset is.
100%. Mindset. That's the key thing. That's a brilliant word I love to use. Mindset, mentality, those kind of things where you just think, I'm going to thrive, I'm going to succeed in what I do. Just put your mind to it. That's really it.
I think, you know, there's so many different ways that people kind of doubt themselves.
Yeah.
And that should change.
100%. I think self-belief is a key aspect. I think you always need to believe in yourself. You always need to trust yourself that you can succeed and I can succeed in what I do. So yeah, I think that's the key aim.
Yeah, I think, you know, we've, as a team, you know, our club, Estudiantes, we have a sort of motto where, you know, education comes first, and then, you know, passion, and then football.
Yeah.
You know, that's something I've tried to really integrate into their minds, and to have that mindset. It is a difficult thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, it's very difficult for them. Yeah, 100%.
I love that. I think that's the way you think. It's a brilliant way of understanding the game and understanding you as a person, because you need to first understand who you are as a person before you understand who you are as a player on the pitch. Because how you are off the pitch will always replicate on the pitch as well. Your mentality in absolutely everything you do, the belief in who you are, whether you do day-to-day things in a structural way where you say, oh, this is what I'm doing for the day, getting up at this time, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to do this, I'm going there, I've got that. And if you replicate how you are in your day-to-day life onto the pitch, where you think, I'm going to do this, I'm going to go this way, I'm going to, you know, don't be in two minds on the pitch. I think, for example, like if I'm 1v1 against my man, I already know where I want to go. I already know what I want to do. If I'm taking a penalty, for example, I know where I want to shoot already. You don't change your mind in the last second, otherwise you won't succeed that way, you know? You won't.
Always be a first step ahead of someone else.
100%. 100%.
Always.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it's good to always, you know, just know your mindset before you get into something.
100%.
Especially football as well. It's such a tough sport, but it can look quite easy.
Yeah, you can make football look easy. I think football is an easy sport when you put your mind to it. You play with your team well, you work well, move the ball well as a team, create chances, score goals, defend well. It's about structure and mentality as well. You have to be structurally good. You have to be able to organize well as a team, but you also have to have that mentality that you will win and you will be better than the opposition. Because at the end of the day, if you're better than the opposition, you'll win. And it always comes down to mentality first before anything. I mean, you see small teams, lower clubs beat the big teams because it's a mentality thing, you know? You see teams with too many superstars, like Real Madrid. They didn't do very well in the Champions League this year, for example, but they have too many superstars in one team and not enough mouths to feed.
The manager didn't know what to really do with it.
100%. And I think too many superstars, Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham. Too many superstars that don't know how to work well together, with too many mouths to feed and too many egos, because you need to balance your ego with your actual like mentality and teamwork on the pitch, because you need balance in life and everything you do.
PSG, when they got rid of Mbappe,
now how much they've changed.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say Mbappe is the problem, because he's a brilliant player, Mbappe, but he's one of those players where he wants to be the main man.
Yeah, he was
sometimes
the main man in PSG, wasn't he?
And that's why I think France will struggle this year in the World Cup. I think everyone's got France as their favourites, but they've got too many superstars in one team and not enough mouths to feed. I think they will struggle, France, this year.
They got Mbappe, they got Elise.
100%.
Dembele.
Too many big players, and I don't think it will work. Too many players that are tricksters that want Cherki, Elise, Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele. Too many stars, and that's why I think personally I got my favourites to be Portugal this year. I think Portugal will do it.
Yeah, I got Portugal or Spain. I'll give Spain a little shout as well.
Spain is structurally very good. That's one thing. They got mentalities. They're mentality monsters. That's why I think they'll do well as well. Portugal are my favourites for that. But yeah, I don't think France will get to the final.
No, I never thought they were going to get that far.
I really don't.
They'll definitely pass the round of 16, but I think, like you said, it's too many mouths to feed.
100%, yeah.
They got too many attacking. They got too much attacking threat. That's what people are looking at.
Yeah.
They got people like Mbappe and stuff. That's what they're looking at.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you just got to find that sort of blend within a team.
Yeah, that's lovely. That blend on the team, 100%.
And yeah, teams like France, Real Madrid, they really don't have it at the moment. And you can see, you know, if we're talking about the Premier League as well, Man City, they're sort of dropping off, and they've obviously let go.
It's because they got rid of their stars, haven't they? And they got
Pep Guardiola. I mean, he just made a mentality monster of a team. He just made Man City mentality monsters. We're gonna win it all. We're gonna win trophies. Like, even this year, they missed out on the Champions League, but they still won 2 cups. You know, they still
crazy. People read it off, didn't they?
People read it off. Like, obviously, as an Arsenal fan, I know I want my team to always win.
Yeah.
But obviously, like, we've won the Premier League. I'm so over the moon about that. But with Man City, I mean, they still won 2 cup finals. You know, they still
crazy. People read it off, didn't
they? People read it off. Like, obviously, as an Arsenal fan,
they were on the treble. They could have won the treble.
We lost the cup final. We lost 2 cup finals this year. I think that goes down to mentality. I don't think we had the mentality to think we're going to win. I mean, we went 1-0 up against PSG. Kai Havertz, brilliant goal.
Yeah.
But we decided to sit behind the ball and defend for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
We didn't go for it. The mentality wasn't there. We were expecting PSG to come at us and try get a goal.
It's crazy. I do agree with what you said. Don't sit back. But obviously, because they have the best attacking three in the world right now. That's what Tottenham did when we played them. We went 2-0 up.
Yeah.
And obviously we sat back. But that's what any team would have done, because they're going to stop the free that they have, innit?
It's the mentality. I mean, Arsenal always knew that PSG would be a threat.
Oh, 100%. Arsenal should never have doubted them.
Yeah.
Never. You never doubted them.
100%. Even the Man City game, cup final against them in Carabao Cup, was it FA Cup? Carabao Cup.
Carabao. Yes.
Mentality. Where was it? I mean, we started a weak team.
Should never have started a weak team.
You don't start your second choice keeper in a cup final. I don't care if it's a cup competition. You don't ever do that. David Raya should have started.
Didn't they learn from, obviously, when they played, who was it, Southampton, and they had Kepa and goal, didn't they?
Yeah, that was a poor game.
That was
Southampton.
That was a really poor game. Obviously, it was on my birthday.
Yeah.
So I loved it.
Do you think it's down to, though, whether it's Arteta as the manager, or is it down to the players, or is it a mix between the both? Because you have stars in your team.
It's a mix of the both, but I think you can't rid Arsenal off now because we've won the Premier League first time in 20 years.
I'm going to write them off all the time.
We've won it in the first time in 20 years. I mean, we got to a Champions League final where we were so good for 90 minutes. But we let it drop off, and obviously we lost on penalties. It was a mentality thing once again.
Yeah.
Plays with them silly
penalties. Eze, Gabriel, the ones that missed the penalties. I don't think they knew where they wanted to go before they shot.
I think they just wanted it in the net, isn't it?
Gabriel done no look.
Gabriel done no look, and
Eze
done a
done a little jumping.
You're in the biggest competition.
I mean, look at Declan Rice, for example. He is a leader. He's an example, a born leader. Just straight through the ball, just hits it, picks a corner.
He's definitely going to be your future captain, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Even England.
And I think he's the best centre mid CDM in the world.
That comes down, but then again, that comes down to mentality.
100%. I think his mentality is incredible, Declan Rice. I think if England do well this year, I think Declan
He's going to be a big,
definitely going to be a pivotal part in the midfield where he changes the team and drives them forward, because he's such a good player all around. He's like a horse. He just keeps running and running and running. He's so relentless. I mean, relentless, you know. So yeah, I think
Declan Rice is one of those players where you need him in your team.
Yeah,
obviously
essential.
De Bruyne in his prime at Man City. Declan Rice is that sort of player.
Rodri.
We've got one of those. We've got one of those players at Chelsea. Really, like Declan Rice type of player. Our midfielder Hariyashi's the captain, and everything just goes through him in the midfield. He's a lone centre mid, because we play a 2-3-1. 2 wingers, right mid, left mid, having to go up and down. 1 striker, 1 centre mid, 2 centre backs, and a keeper, 7 aside. So it's pivotal to have a strong player in the midfield where that could do everything and you can rely on. So we've got that.
He does his job basically.
Yeah,
just gets it done.
Top man. He's probably the best midfielder in amputee football in the world. Such a good player, honestly. Yeah,
it's really good
because he has that mindset as well. You know, obviously.
Yeah, 100%.
Watch him play as well.
Yeah, 100%.
He knows where he wants the ball to go.
He knows what
he wants the players to do as well.
That's the same for our team, isn't it? It's like Terrell.
Yeah,
he's a big structure in playing where he plays.
Yeah, I think
he does his job centre back and midfield.
Yeah, the midfield is one of obviously the key parts of your team as well.
We play one midfielder like you lot do as well, and he is one of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we play with a holding midfielder pretty much every single game that we play.
But sometimes he does run up, and I'm like, how? Like, you got there so quick, and I'm like, but I don't want to ever say, look, stay in your position, because he can do both. So we don't ever criticize him for what he does, because he gets his job done like your player does.
Yeah, it's about the technical ability as well that you have and the vision on the pitch.
Yeah, 100%. And I think decision making is a big thing. Obviously, when I started, my decision making wasn't as good. I'd be greedy at times and take shots when I should have passed it.
Yeah,
shooting from tight angles when you could have squared it, could have cut it back. I think that part of my game has developed so much. And
that helps you develop though, doesn't it? If you're not...
The coaches, the staff, my teammates have helped me develop in that way, because I've always had the technical ability and I've always had the belief in myself. It's just a matter of showcasing it on the pitch and transferring everything you know onto the pitch for big occasions like the cup final in 2 weeks' time. So yeah.
Yeah, the cup final is going to be a big way to sort of showcase those skills.
Hopefully we'll make a big statement once again, and an even bigger result this year maybe.
Hopefully. Another clean sheet would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a tough opposition against us though. Some top players that you will see.
Who are you guys playing against?
Cambridge. New team. So last year they were Portsmouth, but they transferred over to Cambridge as a new team. So yes, obviously their first time in the cup final then this year. But we've played them in the league and we've had the better of them in every game this season. So
obviously you obviously don't go into a game saying, look, we beat them 4 times already. Let's say you have.
You don't go into a game thinking.
Don't ever go into a game saying, oh look, we beat these lot 4 times.
Yeah,
because they could change.
Exactly. We've had a good record against them this year, obviously in the league, but anything can change. I mean, we beat them 4-2 last month. I scored 2 goals in that game. But it's a fresh start.
They're going to be up for it, obviously.
New setting as well.
They'll be up for it. New setting, They know it's a 1 game, 50 minutes, cup final, St. George's Park.
On team.
They may have some new faces pop up on their team, bringing back some of the old boys for one last dance or whatever. But you never know. Like last year for our cup final, we brought back a couple players for their last ever game, for us.
Yep.
The striker, Darren Mitchell, who scored the penalty for us. I actually won the penalty and he came up to me and was like, Sofyan, can I have it? Because this is my last ever game, I just gave him a penalty for, this is your send-off game. Have it. He scored a brilliant penalty. And we had some other players like Mark Smith, our centre-back, who recently retired as well. That was one of his last send-off games where he came back for the cup final. So yeah, I think You never know. You never know what the cup final can bring. So it should be a brilliant experience. And I hope all of you are watching from home. So yeah.
Yeah, everyone should be watching because obviously
100%,
you're
yeah.
such a star player. You're such a leader on the pitch.
Yeah.
You know, what is your captaincy like? You know, how does your captain sort of lead you on the pitch?
To be fair, if I'll be completely honest, I think the leadership mainly comes from the staff. I think even down the touchline, they'll be talking constantly, shouting, instructing, talking to us, being motivational. I think comes from the coaching staff really. The coaching staff are the ones that really, really like emphasize what we have to do and really support us in a way where it transitions to the pitch and to every single one of us players on the pitch, whether it's the captain, whether it's me, whether it's the rest of the team, whether it's the goalkeeper, whether it's the players on the bench. I think the whole team as one. It's one family, and we've really developed as a team, and we understand each other and then understand us as players and one another. And I think that's a really key aspect in football. You have to understand your teammates. You have to know how you want to play the ball to them, when you want to play it. You know he's going to make that run, or he's going to want to beat his man before he plays the ball. He's going to do a couple of little tricks.
Always just be ready, innit?
Yeah.
Always
100%.
always just got to be ready.
100%.
You got to be ready in football.
Or I've got to play the ball with less pace because I know he's not as quick. Or I know I'll play the ball with more pace because he's quicker than his man. You know, you have to think like that. You have to know your teammates and know the abilities of your teammates. But I have full trust and belief in each and every one of my teammates at Chelsea.
I think you should though,
brilliant
innit?
team. Yeah.
You wouldn't
We're a
play for the
brilliant
team if you didn't have trust in your teammates.
100%.
It's always good to
100%.
build that trust as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I told Jude when he's coaching as well, when I'm on the pitch playing for him, I'm like, I also want to hear your voice
Yeah.
because you're a big key role.
Where do you
into
play
the
yourself on the pitch?
Play on the left sometimes.
Left wing,
Yeah.
If not up front,
Okay,
depends.
Brilliant.
Depends on who we've got. But I say to Jude, look, I want to hear you as well. It's good that all of us are talking, but if you give us that extra little talk, then it's going to help us as a team.
Yeah,
Because then you're watching what we're doing, so I know you're supporting. Even the players on the bench, I tell them just like even give us a little cheer when we make a good pass, make a good shot. Don't doubt your players.
100%. Motivation is key. Yeah.
Support as well and motivation.
Yeah, definitely. 100% agree.
Because we've got obviously training session tomorrow, and then we've got Watford on Sunday. So we're playing.
Oh, you're playing Watford?
Well, we play like
it's a little tournament, isn't it?
It's called a tournament, but we have 3 mini seasons in it as well. But
class.
yeah, so we could get back
promoted.
Yeah, we could get promoted on Sunday.
Back to back?
Back to back promotion.
Yeah, I want to win a back to back cup final in 2 weeks' time. So hopefully the best outcome for both of us will be getting that back to back. So yeah, I really wish the best for your team. You're going to do great, guys, and hope you score some goals.
Hopefully, I did last time, but hopefully this time.
He's second leading top goal scorer as well.
Okay.
25.
Bit of a player, yeah.
25.
I think our highest has
27.
27.
Our highest ever was 31.
28. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our highest ever was 31.
31 goals in a season.
All right, a bit of a player then.
But CDM,
Yeah, for a
Which is
CDM, which is
crazy.
But the thing is, with our CDM, he's so technical on the ball,
Yeah.
and he's such a leader as well.
He's currently got an injury right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
So,
that's
but he's still playing for us. He's
Oh,
coming to play on Sunday.
that's bizarre.
it's about how you manage it as well, though.
No, I did tell him you got to be careful though. But he's like, I don't
Got to
care.
manage yourself
Yeah,
in everything you do. In everything you do.
you don't manage yourself, you're gonna make it worse.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, it's always a thing where you've got to try and sort of, as you say, manage yourself and try pull through and have that motivation
Yeah.
and know what's best for you, because obviously you don't want to push an injury too far,
Because then it could be career defining if you do push it too far.
and then you don't know what can happen next.
Yeah.
That could be it for your career. So you just want to kind of really make sure that you're sort of getting through the line and whatever. So with yourself, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
have you had any injuries in the past up to a big game or?
Other than losing my leg completely.
Yeah, apart from that.
Nah, haven't ever had like a major injury, and thank God for that. Hopefully I don't pick up any injuries in the future. Still young, I'm
Yeah.
keeping fit and don't really have to stretch much before a game. Bones are alright, they're not creaking. I have to manage myself because at the end of the day I do have one leg, and it will catch up to me eventually when I'm older. your body will start feeling it.
Yeah.
So I have to manage myself. But yeah,
I think it for the meantime, just enjoy it.
just enjoy it. Yeah, just enjoy it. I want to be the best version of myself as always, as I spoke about earlier. But yeah,
It's so important to kind of have that mentality to just, as we say, keep going. Obviously, we have players who, have dropped out this season because they don't have that mentality. Do you experience that at Chelsea?
no, we don't actually. I think it's a shame that you guys do, but I think at Chelsea we have players where I have teammates that they don't get much minutes, so they'll come, they'll travel. One of my teammates last year, I mean, he was quite upset about it, but last year he played about 4 or 5 minutes in the cup final. He came on and actually got subbed back off, and but
I hate when that thing happens, doesn't it?
but instead of it bringing him down, was a motivation factor to say, you know what, I'm gonna just keep working hard. I know I'm not one of the starting players in the team, but I'm gonna work hard to keep going and achieve what I can do. And you have to think like that. It's a team effort. Whether you contribute 5 minutes to the game, whether you contribute a goal, whether you contribute the whole game, whether you assist, whether you only come on for a few minutes to see the game out. It's one team, and at the end of the day, as long as you win and you get to hold that trophy and that medal, I know I've won the game.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much you played, in it. It really doesn't matter.
You see professional footballers get no minutes sometimes in a cup final. When they win, do you not see them running, going mental, and celebrating with their teammates? Because that's what it means. It means to win.
It's a team game.
100%. It's a team game. We're not individuals. Obviously, you have individual abilities, but at the end of the day, it's the team game. It's the team effort. You want to win. And that's what I want to do in 2 weeks' time. I want to win again.
Yeah, but we can all see that happening, really.
You can all see that happening, yeah. Definitely.
Going back to what you said, look, it doesn't matter how many minutes you've played. Ousmane Dembele was a good example when he came off. Can't remember which game it was, but didn't sulk, didn't kick the bench, or didn't throw a shot.
I like it when players do that.
Didn't shake the hand, and didn't walk off and look at the manager in a certain way. He actually stood next to his manager and supported the whole team.
Yeah. See what I mean? Even me, in the cup final last year, my crutch snapped in half because of a foul. So quite a lot of the time, crutches can snap in half and can get quite rough and that. So I had to come off. I didn't get subbed off, but I had to come off quickly to change the crutch. But I couldn't find my spare one, trying to get the right size and da-da-da. So I had to get subbed off for 1 or 2 minutes. So I was just itching to come back on. As soon as I got that crutch ready, which was actually an odd crutch. It was a different type of crutch. So for the last 15, 20 minutes of the game, I was struggling a bit. It was a different crutch. So I couldn't run the same. But this time I'll remember to bring my own spares.
Yeah, I think that's the main
100%, yeah. But yeah, I was itching to come back on because I just want to play. I want to express myself. I want to win. So
yeah, I really hate when players throw a strop.
Yeah.
Come off. It's annoying.
But the thing is, you look at their wages as well, and then you're crying about getting subbed off.
I
mean, help the team out.
I mean, if I was a professional and I was getting 100, 200k a week to sit on the bench,
that's what I was just about.
I would take that.
I'm playing 5 minutes but getting paid what somebody's plays, but I would take that any day of the week. Yeah. But obviously, like you said, passion comes into it. They like playing football.
And you need leaders like that. And I think that's more the leadership side of the game as well. You know, when you have those leaders in your team, they're the ones that sort of want the team to sort of do well and be successful. Some players now, you see them in the Premier League, they come in, but they're just there for the money.
Yeah.
You know, when they come in for Man City,
Saudi Arabia is a good example. The players going to Saudi for the money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mental.
You're not making any progress in Saudi. You know.
I mean, the standard has gone up a bit.
It has, but when you look, the players that have gone to Saudi and are sort of still young, they haven't really had another interest.
I can understand the older players going.
Yeah, I kind of understand the older players.
But it's like another MLS. MLS, you take all the old players that are, experienced.
The Saudi is the old experience, but the money.
Loads of young, talented footballers.
Riyad Mahrez. He went, didn't he?
No, but one name comes to my mind. Played for Aston Villa, the striker. What's his name again? He went to Saudi and he's young. John Duran.
Oh yeah,
What a player.
Yes, he was
He had
What
player,
a
wasn't he?
player. The potential was up here,
yeah.
and he's gone to South.
There's another key
Just
one
for
as
the
well, Ivan Toney.
Ivan
Toney Ivan Toney could have stayed in one of the big leagues. We went for the money.
Well, he made the World Cup squad, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure about this.
What did you think? What did you honestly think about that World Cup squad? Be honest.
I don't think Watkins should have been selected.
No.
Not Watkins. I don't think Ivan Toney should have been selected. I think 100,000,000% I would have selected someone like Danny Welbeck. Why not? Because he had such a brilliant season.
He has.
You just bring, like, he doesn't have to start games, obviously. He's just someone you bring on when you need a goal because he scores goals. You need that goal scorer. I would have probably brought Danny Welbeck in. To be fair, Cole Palmer, like, it's a no-brainer.
Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire, that's one of the main ones. Why is Harry Maguire being left out?
He's a leader.
Yeah.
100%. Trent Alexander-Arnold, why is he being left out?
Yeah, he picked Rico Lewis,
and one
didn't he?
player would have, Miles Lewis-Skelly. Sorry, but it has to be said, Miles Lewis-Skelly, why is he not being selected after the brilliant second half of the season he's had? He's come into the centre mid role and he's changed our team since he came in for Zubimendi. He's changed Arsenal.
In such a big pressure sort of season for Arsenal, obviously 3 times not having, what is it, 3 times they haven't won?
Yeah.
The Premier League, yeah.
He doesn't like that word, does he?
But if you look from where we've come from, we were 8th place when Arteta came in.
It's just about trusting the manager.
100%, and I'm glad Arsenal trusted Arteta to have his phases.
What would you have been your opinion? Let's say you didn't win nothing this year. What would you have said to Arteta, or what would you have said? Look, it's taken you how many? He's been there for 6 years now, hasn't
With
he?
all due respect to Arteta, I completely love Arteta.
Would you have said
He's
it's
a brilliant
time?
manager. It would have been time to go
Mm-hmm.
because this was the season where all Arsenal fans were expecting us to win something. You have to
6
win.
years, isn't he? Yeah.
You have to win something. You have to, because at the end of the day, what I was speaking about earlier as well, you want to win. You have to win. If you want to succeed and be successful, you have to win. You have to win trophies. You have to win games. And if you're not doing that, if you can't get over the finish line, what's the point? Because, for example, you don't run a marathon and not finish the finish line. Like, you don't get past the finish line. What's the point of that then? All that training, all that effort, all that work to get there to not finish. Like,
There's a lot of talk right now about Rio Ngamoa
There is, yeah.
and him not being picked.
I don't think he should have been
It's
picked.
He's
It's
too young.
too early.
He's too early. He's way too
It's
early.
too early. I think
He's 17, isn't he?
he is an X factor on the pitch. I think he's one of those players that can excite and bring joy.
Because he came on the other day and he did, I think, the most.
It's friendly though.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
But
it's friendly. You have to
yeah.
remember he has been a squad player for Liverpool. He's not started week in, week out. He's still a squad player for Liverpool. Next season, I think he'll be one of those players where he gets a week in, week out
yeah, I
starting
think.
game.
Yeah, who's their manager now? Who did they take over?
Arne Slot has obviously been sacked.
Iriola.
Iriola. He's going to look at what he's done. I know it's only friendlies, but he'll be a big part of Liverpool eventually.
Yeah, and Gamora will be a big part. But one player I do want to speak about, Ethan Nwaneri at Arsenal. I think if the breakout season he had at Arsenal when Saka got injured, he came in. Obviously, went out on loan to Marseille. Didn't really work out there because he scored on his debut, played well, but then the manager, De Zerbi, obviously the one that's gone to Tottenham now, De Zerbi obviously was had to leave and had some problems with the board, etc. They brought in a new manager. Didn't really like Ethan Nwaneri. A bit strange, but I think I hope Arsenal don't sell Nwaneri. I know it'll be pure profit because he's homegrown.
He is.
But what a player Ethan Nwaneri is. I really love him. I think
Yeah,
he's a player where I look at him. I think I play quite similar to Ethan Nwaneri. I like the way he plays.
Attacking style.
I like the way he plays, man. He's a good player.
there is players out there that
There's hype over Max Dowman, but Ethan Nwaneri, Ethan Nwaneri.
Yeah, I think when Max Dowman did score against Everton, people were like, "Yeah, that's going to be the winning goal." Like, which it was. It was a key fact.
Nwaneri done the same last season where he came in to a team where Saka was injured. He stepped up, scored a brilliant goal against Man City, changed the game against Leicester City where he got 2 assists, scored so many goals in the Champions League, some top goals. He scored against Girona. He scored a couple others as well. Just so many brilliant.
Them youngsters are always going to be a key part of a
100%.
team.
I think I look at myself as one of those players, obviously, because I'm obviously one of the youngest players in my team for Chelsea. Last year I was the youngest player on the team.
We got a few youngsters, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a few
We got
youngsters.
Precious, I think he's
Yeah, I
one of the
think-
youngest, but he's not an often player. But
Yeah, we've got a few youngsters coming
Mhm.
in, obviously,
Yeah.
next season as
Think-
well.
think it's
got
so
about
important.
4 or 5, so
Yeah.
just to sort of have that development, and obviously those
100%.
youngsters can learn from the more experienced players that have been there a little bit longer.
100%. I think it's so important. I think I'm quite young at 18 years old, but the experience I already have in amputee football is so much that I'm one of those more experienced players where the younger players come to me and ask me for advice. At Chelsea, we have like junior players who train with us sometimes and all train separately from us, but we always try to help them, and they ask me questions, and they look up to us and they look up to me. It's really nice, to be fair.
so obviously going back to what you just
Yeah.
said with like the youngsters coming up to you,
Mhm.
what's your advice to the younger lot, whether they haven't got a disability or they have? What would you say to them? Like, what do you say to them?
Yeah, I think express yourself in the way you want to express yourself on a pitch, but also listen to others. You need balance. You need to be able to listen to people that have had more experiences than you, but you also want to express your own abilities and how you feel on the pitch, because you have to just trust in yourself, as I was speaking about earlier. You trust in yourself first, then you can actually truly trust yourself on the pitch, and you can express yourself in a way where you want to excite and be that player on the pitch where you can take on your man, you can score goals, you can
Mhm.
make a real effort to change your team and change the aspect of the game.
Yeah, because that's what's most important, though, is just having, that team winning sort of mentality that you want to have, and you want to keep growing. And, no matter how young you are, you may not be the best player, but having all those experienced players around you really makes that difference.
Yeah, I think age is like, I mean, you look at it now in the football world, age is pretty much an illusion. I mean, look at Max Dowman,
Yeah.
look at Ethan Wanyeri, 16, 17-year-olds, the lighting,
Top
like
players.
Rio and Gamora, 17, lighting up.
Lamine Yamal when he was
Yeah,
Yeah,
17.
and he's still
absolutely
young.
lighting
Still
up.
young. He's
Lighting up the
18,
Premier
19,
League.
I think he is still now.
Yeah, exactly. Lamine Yamal in the Euros. I mean, how
No one
incredible
expected
was
that.
he? Like,
Mm-hmm. Brilliant.
age doesn't have to be a factor and a barrier in football, because, I mean, I was lucky enough to make my debut in amputee football at 14, and I was told when I came in actually at Arsenal, which is actually quite interesting, I was told I couldn't play until I'm 16 in the league. However, they were able to amend the rules, have a couple meetings, and got me to play at 14, and I just couldn't believe it. And then same thing happened where the England national team, the manager told me, well, I was told by someone that I couldn't play until I'm 16 for the national team. But then I came in at 15, and the previous manager, Scott Rogers, he brought me in. Such a top man, brilliant person. I learned a lot from him. He brought me in to the national team setup, and he was actually one of the pundits in the cup final last year, and he spoke so nicely of me, saying, I brought Sofyan into the cup final, so much potential, and I'm just thinking, like, it's such a nice thing to.
So when you heard obviously
that.
that you like they bended a few rules and stuff,
Yeah,
does that motivate you more because you're like they
100%.
have so much belief in me?
yeah, I think the belief, even from the Arsenal coaches to start with, Oddy and Nico, and Luke Howard, they had so much belief in me, and they just knew that I would go far, and they just got me making my debut at 14, scored on my debut for Arsenal, moved over to Chelsea, scored on my debut for Chelsea as well. And it's really nice. It's really nice to know that you've got the belief in the coaches have the belief in you, and your teammates have belief in you. But my teammates are always telling me, like, you're such a good player, Sofyan. Like, you're gonna go right to the top if you put your mind to it.
I like hearing that as well.
Yeah,
I
it's
tell my
so
players that
nice,
sometimes as well.
Yeah, it's
Like, you look like no matter if you well, obviously everyone knows how to pass the ball in football,
yeah.
but even if they make a good pass, like what's his name, the one that you're coaching right now,
Cuba.
like
Yeah.
he came like when he first started, like he would be on the side just looking like, what do I do?
Yeah.
And then when he came in for another game when we played Cheshunt, he actually got involved and got stuck in. Like he made a pass and he took a play on, and I looked at Jude and I'm like, wow, he has improved a lot over like a certain amount of weeks.
Yeah.
And I just kept telling him like it was really good. I even went up to his mum at the end and I said, look, when he first came in, he was standing there, and I said to Jude, like, try to get him involved a little bit. Go to him, like, look, just get involved, even if you don't make a pass or a tackle. I can see you getting involved. But when he came to the next game, he was getting stuck in all the time, and players started trusting him.
I love that. Like,
Yeah.
it's such a great example of character development. I think that's
Mhm.
the main thing. I think character development in football is such a huge thing where, you know, as a person, I'm going to be the best version of myself. I'm going to develop to be who I can be, the best
Mhm.
version. Something that I think I've developed a lot, character development. I think as a player, on and off the pitch, I think I've developed as a person as well. And on the pitch, I think I've just gotten so much wiser, and I just understand the game more, where I know I've got the vision to know when to play that pass, know when to beat my man on, how to score a goal, whether I know that I can just slot it in the corner. Don't have to score top bins every time. Doesn't
No,
have to
it
be
doesn't have to be a banger.
You know,
The
just
goals that
I think
That's what I
the
was like
best.
when I was younger. I was
100%,
always looking for that banger.
Yeah, I think the best goals are the ones where you just slot in the bottom corner. I love that. Like,
Yeah.
it's such a great example of character development. I think that's
Mhm.
the main thing. I think character development in football is such a huge thing where, you know, as a person, I'm going to be the best version of myself. I'm going to develop to be who I can be, the best
Mhm.
version. Something that I think I've developed a lot, character development. I think as a player, on and off the pitch, I think I've developed as a person as well. And on the pitch, I think I've just gotten so much wiser, and I just understand the game more, where I know I've got the vision to know when to play that pass, know when to beat my man on, how to score a goal, whether I know that I can just slot it in a corner and the keeper can't get to it.
I did
Those are
that
the
a
best
couple weeks
goals,
ago,
you
and
know.
I just felt that little bit better
100%.
because I was always trying to. Oh, let me score a banger. I'll get more praises for it.
Yeah.
But then I scored the like. It was an impossible angle, but I just shot, and I'm like, oh, it's gone in. I didn't expect it from myself.
Mm.
Obviously, I knew I had the quality to do it, but I was like, look, if I just shoot and it went in, and I was like, wow, it actually went in. I don't
Yeah,
always have to score a banger.
That's what happens. I mean,
It just comes into belief, doesn't it?
yeah, I mean,
self-belief.
100%. I mean, last season I scored a goal from kickoff, actually, because we were losing the game. We were getting battered by Portsmouth last season. I just thought, I'm just gonna shoot direct from kickoff. Went crossbar and in, and like, I'm just like, wow, fair play. And then everyone's going mental celebrating. Mind you, we're losing about 5-1, 6-1 now. But I've scored a banger, and I'm just, you know, just,
Yeah, it's
it
always
happens.
like
You know,
goal
if you
brings the team. Yeah,
believe in yourself, it happens. You know, like this season, I've scored some crucial goals in crucial games. Like in our last fixtures against Cambridge, we won 4-2. I scored 2 goals. We beat Everton 4-2 as well. I scored 3 goals. I think that was my first hat trick of the season. You know, you just have to believe in yourself to score and to excite on the pitch,
Yeah.
because I have full belief in myself, and without the full belief in yourself, what's the point?
Yeah,
What's the point?
not really going to have that self-belief to sort of make it, then
Yeah,
you don't have the mentality, and it all just comes into one, really.
yeah, defo, 100%.
Even when I would play with Jude, and people would look over and look at, like, someone came up to me last time, was like, look, how's he playing for you lot? Said, have you even seen him play yet?
Yeah,
And I said, like, what, come watch the game. And he did. And he came up to me after, he was like, wow, he really plays. I'm like, yeah. Like, I try to get Jude involved all the time when we're playing.
mm.
Like, even if like someone on the other side is free, I'm like, I don't care, I'm passing it, because I know he's got the ability, whether he's got a disability or not. Like, I always
Yeah.
trust Jude.
That's
Mm-hmm.
such a good thing, because not everyone has that kind of mindset like you. Because some people, you know, judge a book by its cover. They see you with a disability and they think, oh, like, how is he meant to play sports? How is he meant to play football? But then when they see you, they'll be like, oh, fair play, a little praise, little,
Yeah, we played
know?
a friendly at college, and someone said something like that.
yeah, like,
And everyone, obviously, that we were playing with supported Jude and was like, you can't say things like that.
yeah, like when I play footy addicts and I play 9-a-side with able-bodied players or with my friends, I'll play, and at the start, I'll meet people that I've never met before, because footy addicts, you come and play with random people. And I can see some people, they're looking at me having like, oh, how's he meant to play? I remember the organizer last time came up to me, was like, oh, are you playing today? Like a little starter thing, like, yeah, bro, I'm playing today. I'm probably better than 90% of these lot. And then just went on to score 5-6 goals. You know what I mean? And just absolutely dominate. Because, you know, don't judge a book by its cover, and don't think that adaptive athletes can't succeed
You
and
think
be
when
better
you
than
hear them
others.
sort of things, like, this is for both of you, like,
Yeah,
when people say, look, he can't play, does
Yeah.
that bring you down somehow? Like,
no chance.
No,
Not for me.
it doesn't bring either
I
of you
think
down,
for
which is
me-
a good thing.
I think for me, really, use it as motivation
Yeah,
to
100%.
sort of power yourself a bit more. And then you end up playing the best that you've played ever, really.
Yeah,
I think you've experienced that a lot.
You know what, with me, I've never had someone really doubt me, to be fair, because people have seen my abilities and, you know what I'm capable of. But if there was someone to say something like, you know, how you meant to play with one leg, da da da, I'll just be cocky back and be like, you watch then, have a watch, you'll see what I do to you 1v1. You know, it's you have to have that confidence and belief in yourself, because I believe I'm better than most people. I believe I can compete with able-bodied players, which I do. I believe I'm better than most of them.
That's really good to hear.
You know?
When people do say things like that, it's just like, wow,
100%.
crazy, isn't it?
See what I mean? Like,
You grab that sort of inspiration from it as well.
yeah, defo. And I think you know, there's the element of surprise. I mean, people don't expect you to be how good you are, as you are. But then they see you're so good, they're trying to body you off the ball, and trying to do a little foul on you,
They sort of step up their game.
Yeah, step up your game, and I'll step my game even higher, because I know the standard and the ability that I've got. So, you know, you want to raise your bar up here, I'll raise it up here.
Yeah.
So
That's all we have time for today. So thank Sofyan for coming out.
Thank you guys for having me, man. It was
and obviously
brilliant.
Eddie as
Thank you very much. Again, this one was really inspirational.
Thank you so much.
Really good.
Thank you so much. And make sure you guys tune in for the
please make
cup
sure
final in 2 weeks' time, 27th of June. Hopefully I can win it again, but
hopefully
thank
you go
guys
back to
so
back.
much.
No worries. Thank you for coming on.
Thank
and
you.
check out next time where we have Owen Locke, who's an inspirational England international goalkeeper for blind football.